Alrighty, we are back with our Chess Novice to Master series in our second rapid game, 15 minutes with a 10-second increment. You should check out the first one. It's rather short. It was bore, and I'm hoping this opponent that we get next time, things get a little more exciting, and it doesn't last so short, so brief. Like I was saying in the last video, the one of the most important things for a chess novice is paying special attention to the middle game. And let's have a Sicilian, a Chichilian, as some people call it, and an early open Sicilian. Should I take right away? I think I'll take right away. I do have time. But paying attention and going into a middle game with a decent advantage, maybe I shouldn't have. Oh no, he would just be winning his pawn back, that's all. Yeah, that's all. Hmm. So I'm thinking I might just play knight c6, standard Sicilian fashion. Because it's kind of like it goes back into typical open Sicilian, just different move order. Excuse me, I'm a little sick, which is why I'm pausing a little bit in between words. And he doesn't take right away. Hmm. So there's no need to play a6 and move on the queen side. No need for that. Uh, hmm. What's possible? A dragon with the move g6, but I don't like my results with that, so I'm going to stay away from doing that. And this guy's a little bit higher rated than my last opponent, so this is actually going to be pretty fun. He's from Trinidad, and I like how Lee Chess shows the who you're playing. But looking to come into the middle game with a small advantage, so I might just play the typical e6. I'm not going to play a dragon. I may just get my bishop out and then play knight e7 and then castle. And I'm actually surprised he allows all that. I might play queen c7 and get my pieces aimed the towards the king side there. So he has three pieces on my pawn. I have one, two. I mean, I can have three pieces. So if he takes, I think I might just back up and allow him to have more opportunity in the center. If he pushes d5 after it takes back up to b6, and he pushes d5, I'm not sure if I'm going to take because if I don't, he's just bullying me. Then I'll be able to put my knight on b4 or a5. Knight on the rim is grim, as they say, so novices should stay away. Knight on the rim is grim, they say, so novices should stay away. Let's see. I'll just continue with my plan. Because I'm up the pawn, I'll just be giving it back, allowing him to repair his center. That was the big thing, letting him repair his center and getting the two pawns back. Hmm. Oh well. I still have a decent control on the dark squares, which is thematic in the Sicilian, which is why c5 is played. Sometimes you play c5, d6, and then the knight c6, controlling d4 and e5. Hmm. So this guy likes fun, doesn't he? Hmm. Okay. Also a good thing for novices to do, which I tried mentioning in my first video, which ended up getting taken down because it didn't go through all the way because the server went down for an update for a few seconds. But it's always good to be patient, and it's good to have candidate moves before making an option. I'm obviously investing quite a bit of time. Just because I just want to do is decently as possible. H6, he might make a threat equal to or greater with D5. If so, I'm going to take the bishop. That way I can come away with the bishop pair and then castle. Other moves, which I didn't even consider, of course, as I'm talking about it, as I'm talking about taking your time, is either way, it's too late. Okay. See, and this is the purpose of the Novice to Master series, is to record the thought process, to record the thought process. If I make blunders, if I don't follow through on everything I want to do, it's all there for me. So I'm going to go ahead and castle. Eventually I want to bring my bishop back and then play a6, b5, and then just expand on the queen side, which I think I'll go ahead and do eventually. That's my plan. I just want to not spend too much time on moves and get too far down on the clock. So I will attack his bishop. If he takes d takes e, d takes e, I can't trade queens because my knight would be hanging. But if I take his pawn, e takes d, e takes d. And now we're both stuck with an isolated queen pawn that could potentially be targets as we enter the middle game. So I'm thinking of bringing my bishop to defend my knight, that way I can move my queen. And then get my knight back into the game. Because that's important. There's nothing really going on in the center. So it's always good to occupy your pieces kind of around the center and such. And then he attacks my bishop. I could take and then threaten check. So I'm going to defend my bishop. And the threat is bishop takes f2. And I'll go ahead and take the queen. But I don't think he's going to fall for it, which is why I didn't make that into a pause and solve. If you're unfamiliar with a pause and solve, oh my goodness, he's going to allow it. I win the queen, right? This is a cool tactic that I get to do in my second Chess Novice to Master Rapid video. Alright, let's just make sure it doesn't blunder anything. Takes f7, check, he either moves the king or takes it with the rook. I take his queen for up the exchange, take the queen, he takes my rook. Even exchange, I'm just up a queen. Yep. And like I said before, the Chess Novice to Master series, a lot of novices blunder away the middle game. And this is a common example of that blunder. And it's so unfortunate. He blundered away his queen with that tactic. And this is going to be the game. Yeah, this is going to be the game. Yeah, I'm just up a ton of material. So as long, at this point, it's good not to resign, actually. Maybe if it were a lesser piece, it'd be good not to resign. Like if you're playing over the board for some rating points. Because you really want your opponent to earn their win, and it's still totally possible for your opponent to blunder away the game. And he doesn't take my rook. So I should play rook e8. Or pin his rook. But there's no, I wouldn't be able to take it. If I play a check, he just plays rook to f1. He'll play rook to f1. I don't win anything, so I just need to go ahead and get my pieces more into the game. Yeah, and I'll get my queen back on sides. But I'm actually really happy because it proves a point. Uh, FIDE Master Kostya, he wrote a blog on chess.com the other day that I commented on, and he said a lot of the games are decided with either a tactical blunder. A lot of novice games are decided with a tactical blunder in the middle game. Or his point was uh, to not have those blunders and really focus on having a better game because a lot of games are decided in that fashion. So try to really focus on having a successful middle game. And I agreed. I told him a lot of my games are solved in that way, unfortunately. All right, so he develops his knight. I'm a little down on time, but I'm up material, which I'm thrilled about. I hope I don't blow it. I'm going to take the pawn. Yeah, I think I'm going to take the pawn. Or is that greedy? Should I just play uh, b6 and develop? Get my knight back to the game. If he plays rook to b1, how do I get my queen back into safety? Hmm. Yeah, queen c3 should be just fine. Or, I mean, if he plays rook to b1, I just take the pawn. If I take the pawn now, I'm just essentially boxing out his queen. Alright, I think I should be more principled and get my other bishop into the game. Get my knight back on sides. Yeah, both of our kings are safe. I have, there's two pieces for the queen. Yeah, and then the pawn's still mine. My knight's defended, so there's no pin, there's no skewer there. A skewer is kind of the opposite of a pin, a more powerful piece tied down to a weaker piece. Yeah, if this were a game with a higher level of play, the best move would be to resign, but it's still possible I could blunder because I'm happy. I'm really I'm pretty jolly, and there's still a big possibility that I can make a blunder and bring the game back to swing in his favor. Immediate thoughts: he's attacking uh, d7 because f7's defended. So let's see. Go ahead and defend everything. Hmm. Bishop g4. Then what? Take the take the take the knight because that knight's undefended. So he has to move it. But yeah, who's excited? I had a boring draw and now I'm up material. And the things I've learned are I'm actually being able to implement in the games because they're true. It's objective fact that these things happen. And I was able to give just a prime example, and it was actually really. It made me feel good that I was able to do that. Hmm. Oh, because of his rook. So the f7 pawn still was hanging. Okay. Hmm. So I got to be careful here. Yeah. I'm going to keep my queen on that rank to protect against the h pawn there, and I gotta be a little speedy with my moves. So what can I do with my knight? Yeah, I need to bring my knight into the game and start playing some defense. I can get the bishop, That's the threat. But I'm also my big worry is seeing what these pieces are up to. Because again, a game can turn around in the snap of a finger. But all in all, I am really, really excited. Hmm. I'm thinking of playing Queen E3. Oh, but that's threatens for discoveries. See, this guy's being tricky. What did I say about being tricky? Hmm. Darn. Yeah, this guy's really being tricky. I didn't even think of that. See what I mean? That was a big mistake. Now what? I gotta make sure my queen goes to a square where his knight will not be able to get to. Hmm. What if I gave the queen back? I know, I know. But see, I was so excited. I was up so much material, and then now I'm gonna give it all away. And I have half as much time as he did, or he does rather. But like I said, when you're playing a novice, you don't give up, and that's just another piece of information that proves true in just a second game here. So this is going to be an awesome series. This is what I'm excited about. What the heck do I do with my queen? If you have a suggestion of what to do with the queen, leave a comment below. Tell me. All right, I'm thinking of putting my queen here to e3, and I'm so down on time. Or is there any way for me to box out this knight? Not that it matters. Actually, because that discovery, I can go ahead and take the. No, I can't because it's guarded by the knight. All right, I'm just going to play there. Shucks. Okay. He could take the free pawn. And then I could play King G7. King G7, and then I have D3, Bishop D3 check protected. And that'll be fine. But I tried considering everything. I took a decent amount of time there. Uh, hmm. Yeah, I took a decent amount of time there. I considered giving the exchange back, but I'm not sure if that'd be wise. Maybe I can take advantage of the pinned rook. Do 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 do. Now he's taking some time to think. This is good. This is a lot better than the first game. Even if hmm, I'm not going to knock on wood because I'm not going to lose. Hmm. Yeah, he's just going to win my. Oh man, wait. Oh, I really said he was going to win my rook. You know what he would have to do to win my rook? He would have to capture his own pawn in order to win my rook. Ooh, all right. I'm not going to play King G7 now because his bishop will be defended after the check. So I'm going to play King H8. I didn't even catch on to that, so that'll be fun to put up there and get a little bit of hate over. Hmm. He may just want to. Well, he can't. He can't bring his rook down because it's pinned, so that rook can't check me. His knight's hanging. He could trade it, but being down material, he's not going to want to trade. He has four minor pieces for my two, and I have two passed pawns, which I'll want to take advantage of. Now, the endgame is usually signified with the trade of queens. However, this game is we had a bit of a blunder where I was able to take the queen in the middle game there. So now I can just find a way to push these pawns up the board. I still have both my rooks. I can take his bishop, and that threat won't be there. Because if he moves his king, I can take his knight, or I can just take his bishop right away and get rid of any ideas of rook f8. So king h1, I take his bishop. If he checks, I take. So if I take his bishop, d takes e, rook takes e, check. Yeah, that doesn't do anything. So I think I'm golden as far as my back rank goes. I'm either getting his knight or yeah, that's my only move. I wouldn't have played that. He is trying to draw into the possibility of bishop d3, but nothing's there. There's nothing there. So I'm just going to go ahead and after whatever move he makes, I'm going to go ahead and capture the bishop. I'm not going to pre-move it, however, because everything is still so predictable, non-predictable. Excuse me. And another reason I want to take his bishop, or his bishop, is that way my bishop has a scope along the a8 h1 diagonal. Oh no, he just gave me his rook. See, and these things happen, and he can block with one of his pieces. Yeah, and that's the ball game. It's a good game, and that's the ball game. Yeah, he did give me a rook. Unfortunately, that's just how it played out. But this game had a little bit. It was a little scary. It was a little uh awesome. I should have kept my mouth shut about the tactic. That way I could see if you guys could find it. I didn't expect to find it. So there is no pause and solve in this video, or in my first rapid video, which is pretty unfortunate because I was really going to enjoy those. But there will be some in the future, and I will be doing more chess puzzles. These first two games, a bore and one that's really exciting for me because I was able to, uh, in essence, predict an outcome. But these are the kind of things that are going to be happening in a lot of games. A lot of the novice games are going to be decided in the middle of the game, and as long as I stay fresh and I'm talking, uh, and I'm talking as I'm making the moves. I'm taking the advice from the videos I watch and the books I read, and understanding that these things do happen, and these are the actions I should take. And as long as they keep happening, this is what makes the learning process so worth it. So, with that, please, you can tweet at me at AFWF underscore Erick, ERICK, or you can comment below. I hope to hear from you. But the Chess Novices Master Series is back, and until next time, be well, my friends. Easy enough. Plus 13. I'm at 1519. Look at this. The mountain's going up. The mountain's going up. Puzzle rating of 1519. Let's go with 3 for 3. Let's go with 3 for 3. It's important to play these rapid games because it really helps to show, put into practice what you've learned without playing a slow game.